confirming their consistent presence along the riverine woodland corridors. If the Nyala moves like a quiet shadow through the riverside thickets, the African wild dog is its vivid opposite: bold, fast-moving, and fiercely cooperative in its pursuit of prey. Native to the region and instantly recognizable by their mottled coats, African wild dogs are famed for their pack-based hunting tactics. Today, they are critically endangered, with only a few small packs remaining in Kruger and scattered reserves across southeastern Africa. A 2022 study based on data from 71 wild dogs in Kruger revealed that this population maintains low levels of natural hybridization, thanks in part to their cooperative breeding strategy. Each pack, typically made up of 10 to 30 members, is structured around an alpha pair and their offspring, forming a tightly bonded social unit. While their genetic diversity is limited, it remains sufficient to sustain pack viability under current conditions. Their hunting technique is a masterclass in synchronization. Wild dogs target prey in the early morning or late afternoon, using coordinated tactics to surround and exhaust their quarry. A 2024 study using DNA metabarcoding of scat showed their diet centers on small to medium-sized antelope weighing between 16 to 32 kilograms and occasionally larger species around 120 to 140 kilograms. According to Fauna and Flora, wild dogs' endurance running and tight teamwork yield a hunting success rate of up to 80%. Significantly higher than that of lions or hyenas. In Kruger, the African wild dog population is estimated at 300 to 400 individuals, distributed across roughly 30 packs. Data from Voyage 2. Africa in 2024 confirmed that about 300 of these roam freely within Kruger, while another 220 are spread across surrounding private and community-managed lands. This represents the largest stronghold for the species in South Africa, a critical sanctuary for their survival. Their path has not been easy. Because wild dogs depend on group hunting, the loss of individuals can severely impact both hunting efficiency and the genetic stability of the pack. A 2024 study emphasized that while Kruger's population shows low genetic diversity, it continues to function effectively due to supportive reproductive dynamics. Still, this limited diversity could pose a risk if environmental shifts or infectious diseases emerge. Pressure from larger predators like lions and leopards also influences pack density and distribution. Even so, African wild dogs have managed to maintain a delicate balance. Their packs are widely dispersed, often migrating seasonally in search of food, with certain members taking on sentinel roles, broadcasting distinct vocal signals and rallying the group when necessary. If the African wild dog represents refined, team-based hunting strategy, then the lion is the embodiment of unmatched power across the grasslands of Kruger. As a symbol of African wilderness, lions live in social groups called prides and dominate the top of the food chain. They are most often seen near herds of antelope, where prey is abundant. Hunting is typically carried out by the lionesses, who work together from dawn to dusk with the precision of seasoned athletes. They are smaller, quicker, and more agile in coordinated chases. Male lions, although larger and stronger, spend most of their time guarding territory and protecting the pride's cubs. When prey is taken down, the males eat first, regardless of which member made the catch, reflecting the pride's hierarchical structure. A 2025 survey by Panthera and South African National Parks recorded that each pride in Kruger typically consists of 5 to 15 individuals, including males, lionesses, and cubs. The size of a male coalition directly impacts its reign over territory. Coalitions of 1 to 2 males may control a pride for only 2 to 4 years, while those with 3 to 4 can maintain dominance for over 5 years. Strong bonds between coalition members are key to survival and reproductive success. Once male cubs reach about 2 to 3 years old, they are pushed out to form new coalitions, a challenging beginning. If they manage to integrate into a new pride or claim territory, they often eliminate old offspring to prompt the lionesses to breed again. Do you see this behavior as a cold-blooded act or a natural survival strategy? Feel free to share your thoughts with the community. Collar tracking data from 2024 shows that prides travel an average of 8 kilometers per day, usually hunting during early mornings and late afternoons. Their success rate is around 30 to 40%, lower than the African wild dog, but they target larger prey such as buffalo, giraffes, and big antelope species. Teamwork and raw strength allow them to take down these massive herbivores. The lion's roar is a territorial declaration. Its sound can travel up to 8 kilometers, warning nearby prides of boundaries. Reports from 2023 by the Endangered Wildlife Trust and Panthera emphasize that this vocal behavior helps minimize pride overlap and conflict. Lion reproduction follows a high-stakes cycle. Lionesses carry for about 110 days and typically give birth to 2 to 4 cubs. Only around 40% survive their first year due to predation and conflict between male coalitions. Cubs are closely protected by the entire pride in a shared effort. From studies between 2020 and 2025, Kruger is currently home to around 1,500 to 2,000 lions, spread across approximately 20 to 35 prides. Their daily routines vary widely. In the morning, they often rest in lightly wooded areas to digest meals. By late 2024, some surveyed prides were found to occupy territories up to 200 square kilometers, particularly along the Olifants and Letaba River corridors. They move between water points to hunt and cool off, shifting to higher ground in the afternoon for elevated hunting, minimizing the risk of detection by hyenas or rhinos. As ecosystems become increasingly fragmented, human-lion conflict along park edges is rising. However, high-tech boundary mapping and GPS monitoring of male coalitions help reduce incidents. At the same time, SANParks is using epidemiological tracking of diseases like bovine tuberculosis to implement biological safeguards and support the health of the population. One reason lions achieve only about a 40% hunting success rate is due to fierce competition from creatures known for their eerie, echoing laughter, the spotted hyena. These carnivores are armed with one of the most powerful jaws in the animal kingdom, capable of crushing bones up to 7 centimeters thick. Their society is matriarchal. Females are larger and occupy the highest ranks within a clan, while males are typically subordinate and often leave the group upon reaching maturity. They live in large clans, sometimes numbering up to 130 individuals, governed by a complex and stable social hierarchy. Contrary to the common myth that hyenas are just scavengers, they are in fact highly skilled hunters, rivaling even lions in effectiveness. Research conducted in 2010 and updated in 2024 by Jennifer E. Smith and K.E. Holekamp revealed that 43 to 95% of their food comes from direct hunting, not scavenging. When hunting in groups, their success rate increases by 25 to 35% compared to hunting alone. In regions like the Kalahari, they've achieved success rates of 33 to 50% when targeting zebras and antelope. One of the more unsettling behaviors of the spotted hyena is cannibalism, consuming the remains of their own kind. This stark display of survival instinct shows that life continues by recycling any available energy source. Field observations from the savannah reveal that carcasses of old or sick hyenas are sometimes stripped of meat by certain members within the den, before being dragged out for the rest of the clan. Across the Kruger grasslands, clans ranging from 10 to 40 individuals maintain their crucial role in the ecosystem. They begin hunting in the early morning when the air is still cool and continue into the late afternoon. The characteristic laughter of the hyena is actually a vocal signal used to mark presence, assert dominance, or issue warnings. Their power lies in their compact, muscular bodies and long-distance stamina. Spotted hyenas can run up to 60 kilometers per hour over several kilometers. Once prey is exhausted, they close in and deliver a fatal bite to a vulnerable spot. They also make smart use of the Kruger terrain. Abandoned dens serve as shelters, safe havens for cubs, and resting spots between hunts. Each clan marks its territory with feces and urine near pathways or lookout points to ward off intruders. The spotted hyena population in Kruger is relatively stable, estimated at around 1,200 to 1,500 individuals spread across 30 to 40 clans along river systems and grasslands. Despite sharing space with elite predators like lions, they persist through adaptive hunting strategies and a resilient social structure. Like the hyena, scavenging is a vital part of the Kruger ecosystem, and the white-backed vulture is the irreplaceable cleanup crew. This is the most common vulture species in South Africa, playing a critical role in preventing the spread of disease throughout the region. With wingspans stretching over 2 meters and extraordinary eyesight, they soar at altitudes of thousands of meters, capable of spotting a carcass from miles away. Their signature spiral flight high in the sky is a specialized technique for locating dead animals. A 2024 study using GPS tracking revealed that each individual can travel dozens of kilometers daily in search of food. They typically fly between 1,000 and 3,000 meters above ground, using sharp vision to detect carcasses scattered across the open plains. Though they travel alone, once one locates a food source, others quickly converge into small groups to dominate and clean up the remains. Their scavenging ability is not only key to their survival, but also serves the broader natural community. A 2024 report by BirdLife South Africa confirmed that vultures help prevent dozens of disease outbreaks from spreading to wildlife and even nearby human communities each year. Data show that about 100 vultures can strip a 45-kilogram antelope carcass clean in just 3 minutes.